Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about Dungeons and Dragons, and we're going to talk about Lego Dungeons and Dragons CMF 71047. All right, so this is the next set coming out in the Lego Dungeons and Dragons theme. Now let's define everything. Lego. This is official real Lego. Not some junk you get off of, like, not some copy blocks you get off of some scrub site, right? Like, this is real, for realsy Lego. And that's important because Dungeons and Dragons is honored to be a Lego theme. Actually, all intellectual properties that have ever been chosen by Lego are truly honored. Lego is its own thing, right? And when they do a crossover with you, you are honored. You are in an honored grouping, right? And people are like, oh, well, it's not special. There's lots of them that it's very special. There are a lot of intellectual properties that never get touched by Lego, right? That would love to, right? And Lego unlocks things. It unlocks shows. It unlocks movies. It unlocks a lot of merchandising opportunity. And and this is why the OSR and the indie constantly lose, because their players are like, I don't care about that stuff. Great, go play with you and your dog. Nobody cares about your game because you don't embrace capitalism, right? Like, your OSC game doesn't create jobs, right? Like that's why your game loses, right? Period, right? Like, and it astounds me that people don't get this, right? But so Lego, Dungeons and Dragons. I speak every day about what that is, right? And then CMF. What is a CMF? A custom minifig. Now, when we say CMF, that has its own history in Lego's history, right? It's pretty astounding. I mean, really astounding. So let's talk about that. So CMFs, I think there have been 26 of these, right? It is a collection of minifigs that are put out according to a theme or no theme, right? It's just a series, right? And the CMF's no theme series, right, are really cool too, because they can just put whatever minifigs they want in. They can mix and match this great collection. The last series of CMFs had a goat, literally had a goat herder in it, right? And it became massively popular, and like, it was probably the most delightful CMF in that entire series. So the fact that there's going to be a Lego Dungeons and Dragons CMF is a big deal, right? And I think what I really need to stress to you is why Dungeons and Dragons is cracking off is everything I'm telling you today was told to me by people who literally, the guy who I got this information from, right? He said, hey, everybody, going to talk about Lego 71047 today, right? I don't know anything about the board game Dungeons and Dragons. You certainly don't. It's not a board game, right? And I never really played, I don't really collect it. I don't play it. I don't play that board game, right? Like, but it's a big deal. Like, it's really cool. And he was excited, and he is very excited about this set because he cares about Lego. And even more than that, he cares about these CMFs. You don't know this, but there are literally low millions of collectors who just collect custom minifigs, right? And that's huge, right? And there are going to be a ton of people who don't give two twibbly twabbles about Dungeons and Dragons that are going to get these minifigs, and that is fantastic, right? Because one, it either brings them to Dungeons and Dragons, or even if it doesn't, it gives them goodwill toward Dungeons and Dragons. And this is the thing. Anybody who's moving at pace is going to get momentum, and there are going to be problems. Hasbro runs into problems all the time due to Dungeons and Dragons momentum, right? They're moving fast, right? And when they hit things, those things move. Not Dungeons and Dragons, right? What happens when Dungeons and Dragons hits an immovable object? It crashes through it from momentum. All right, so this CMF set 71047, it's going to have 12 figures in it, and each one of those minifigures is going to be $4.99 a piece. That is a very $4.99 USD. That is a very big deal. And the reason why is I was incredibly fortunate. And I loved getting Lego Dungeons & Dragons, Red Dragon's Tale, but there were a bunch of people who did not have $360 to spend on a Lego set. But everybody's got $5, right? And I think what's going to happen with these is people are they're going to be like, oh, hey, this is a Lego set I can buy into. And they're going to buy one of these that are randomly packed. That's another thing. These are randomly packed. And that's very exciting because you get the excitement of collectability. And that is very cool. That is really awesome. You know, the excitement of collectability. And so it's really, you know, it's special. And we get to celebrate Dungeons and Dragons with the world now. That's what Lego means. We can celebrate Lego. We can celebrate Dungeons and Dragons with the world, right? And also, we are no longer going to be a one set theme, right? Dune, just one set, the Royal Atreides Ornithopter. We don't know if there'll ever be another Dune set. There may never be another Dune set. And there are, trust and believe, there are very real sets that themes, you know, that Lego themes that only ever got one set. We're getting to, and I think there are many, many more to come, which is extremely exciting. All of this is extremely exciting, and my humble opinion. Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion. What's important is when I get to hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider like, subscribing, and fetch Millennium.